Thank you, a very big audience here. Okay, so we are wanting to introduce to you our STEAM curriculum instead of STEM, and how the product Theremin is a product of that curriculum, the STEAM curriculum. Yeah, so if we think about from the very beginning, like why we are, what is STEM education all about? It's really about equipping the students to have with scientific knowledge, and also be technical knowledge as well, and also to apply it, as you can see here, integration and application. That seems to be what all STEM education is about. And that is also what we at Sha Tin Methodist College also believe in. That's why we are always on the lookout for something new for our students to play with something new, try something new, and also to have fun with it. Because if they are not makers, then they're not creators, and they can't be creative, which is what the STEM education is also about. So from our photos here, we have always been advocates for our in supporting our students to be makers. We ask them to be coders, we ask them to be video producers, we ask them to be engineers, anything to get them being creative. I think from just now all those photos, you would agree that our STEM curriculum is pretty good, I would say. Would you not say so, Mr. Yu? Yeah? Okay. So that's why we decided to step it up and to include the arts into the STEM curriculum, into the existing STEM curriculum, because we want our students to have an understanding that science and arts are not totally separate. They should go hand in hand. When you are designing a product, it shouldn't be just about the function. It should also be about the user experience. It should be about whether the users like it or not. And also that science and arts, they both inspire each other. Art doesn't come before science, science doesn't come before arts. So that is how the Theremin came into being. First of all, when we saw the proximity sensor, we were thinking, hey, haven't we seen this before? A part of it maybe? This, and then immediately we thought of, we saw this random video on Facebook, and it's this musical instrument over here. So let me see, just show you. So I think from this video you would agree with me that we saw the common feature of the proximity sensor and the Theremin, this musical instrument, is the non-contact feature. This is, and you thought air guitar was cool. This is definitely a lot more cooler. So the Theremin was created by Leung Theremin, nearly 1920. So that's like nearly 100 years ago, and it's nothing new. And then, so we were thinking, this is actually a historical musical instrument, I think we can say. So can we ask the kids, instead of creating something from scratch, can we ask them to recreate? Because think about it, creativity is not just about creating from scratch everything. It can also be a recreation of something by taking something apart and putting them all back together. So we did that, and so we are very happy today to share with you all our creation. So if you just put your hands together to welcome our two students to the stage. Are you okay, ladies?
Okay, can I put this here? Because
yeah, sure, whatever. So ladies, what are you going to play for us today?
The Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Okay, right, off you go when you're ready.
1, 2, 3. There.
Where are you playing? Okay, very good. Of course, there are some limitations. Thank you. Of course, there are some limitations, but you know, how long, ladies, have you been practicing with this?
We have practiced for 2 to 3 weeks.
I think 2 weeks, maybe. Maybe about 2 weeks. Yeah, because it only took us like 1 week to build the whole thing, all the program and all that stuff, and then 2 weeks for them to practice and also to fine tune it. So I think the success of this product is because everything is so simple. From from the kids doing all of the programming, tweaking, we can already see it on just one app. And then and through this process, actually, it's not just about coding. They also have to think about, okay, when I code this range here, what notes does it produce? Will these two ranges be too close, therefore we can't achieve the chord that we're looking for? So it's all about the science and also the arts combining together to make one product. And I think that's what STEAM should be all about. So in terms of our curriculum, so that's why we're hoping to bring it even more further later. Later we're going to have the BYOD, so with more kids having access to the iPad, then we think that can create a lot more things. And also we're thinking of creating it as a new subject with DT. So again, it's about putting old things together to create something new. We also thought about we are going to bring photography into the curriculum because if you think about it, photography development is really a lot of science involved and not just taking the photo and that's it. So we're really just focusing on trying to get our kids to try out more, is because we do think that it's a process that's the most important. So that's it for today. Before we leave, before we end, we also have another booth over at the J Zone, so feel free to drop by. And so can we have a small round of applause again for the students over there and also for the man who made it all possible, Mr. Rico Yu. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time today.